I've gotten that question a couple other times. What do you think about UFOs or aliens? And quite frankly, is having flown 83 different airplanes and had lots of hours, we've all seen lots of unexplainable elements. And the cosmos, the space realm is so large. If we look at the Earth, it is this tiny blue dot in an unlimited, almost incomprehensibly large cosmos. I personally believe that there absolutely, from a probability perspective, is life out there. But I also believe that this is part of our never-ending quest to learn and understand and explore. And as we have on our probes that have exited the solar system to our probes to the moon, we have gone in peace to explore and discover, and we continue that yearning to see and discover, is there life out there, and what does that mean for humanity?
The aliens are tired of waiting. They want their presence to be known. And frankly, we are too. Ignore the audio on this clip because frankly, it does not matter. What matters is the fact that this woman here looks like a reptilian. And it's not just in the face. Look closely at the neck when she begins to talk. This is some of the wildest mess I've ever seen. Just watch. Oh my God. What? Look at that neck. She's about to bust out of her skin. What in the world? Somebody in the comments says this reptilian needs to be wearing one of these so she can hide that neck. Now, to be frank, this could just be a regular woman with a very strong neck, or this could be a reptilian. You decide. We got a UFO sighting in Iraq, March 21st, 2025. You see this thing off in the distance, floating off. They're saying it's a UFO sighting. It almost looked like a person that's kind of hovering, but obviously moving in a forward direction. It definitely looks like it's the size of a person rather than the size of a UFO, but a UFO could be small. Hell, UFO could be the size of a ball with a tiny alien in it, or just a drone, right? But this thing here, it doesn't appear to be fake. This thing definitely is moving about behind buildings, and it doesn't look AI. The person that's recording it is tracking it fairly well. I would love to see if there's some people that will. Here's somebody. Can they see it? Can they see it? They're looking at something. They can see that. What in the world are they looking at? He tripping. Yo, this is the type of UFO, UAP footage that I like to see. All right, now we got something here out of Guatemala. Just a few days after that last post. This looks like two squares, but they're like bubble squares in the sky, kind of just floating in one spot. Did I just see something kind of branch off of one of them? Blue. Yeah, y'all saw that little black dot, and then it just disappeared. What in the world was that? They look like they could be two balloons that are tethered together, but you would think that there would be a gust of wind or something out there to kind of get these things going, but instead they're just sitting in this one spot in the sky. I don't know what to make of this. Mysterious spiral light spotted across the skies in Europe. Now this sighting here was captured at multiple angles. You see this here? Another angle. Multiple angles in the sky. So unless these people decided to film from multiple different angles, I have reason to believe that different people saw this same sighting during the same time in the sky. But this spiral thing, like, what could it be?
Is it meant to be Earth?
Yeah, it's from space. Do you
recognize that? What? Yeah, it's in my space book. That's the Milky Way.
No, it's not. What is that?
Here's another sighting that was spotted in multiple different areas, multiple different locations. And like I said in my live stream last night, how often is SpaceX, or anyone for that matter, sending rockets into the sky, being the fact that these rockets aren't cheap to send up into the sky. They cost millions of dollars. But let's look at this clip from another angle.
Right, so this is what's going on right now at Fort Lauderdale Airport. A goddamn UFO is flying through the sky and everybody's like going insane right here. Wow. Guys, this is me filming. This is not Photoshop. Wow. I wish I had a better phone right now. Unbelievable. First time in my life I see something like this. And there's small ones flying around that's shining, sparking too. This is nuts. Everybody's filming. Wow, you see guys, everybody's standing filming with their phones. This is insane. This thing is going by fast.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely moving.
And the small ones around it are like shining and sparkling too.
Did y'all hear that? He said the small ones around it are shiny and sparkling too, which is not something that we could see translate on camera very well, or at all for that matter.
Well, the air traffic controllers are gonna have a hard time explaining this one. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh my God, there's like 6 or 10 other objects around it shining.
Whoa.
I don't know if my camera is capturing this right now.
Look at that.
This is insane. Insane.
Whoa.
Oh my God, there's like 50 of them now. Now they're all separated and there's like 50 different objects flying. Unbelievable. Looks like it's falling down. I don't know. Looks like it might be crash landing. Wow. Looks like something just crash landed somewhere in Hollywood, Lauderdale. Unbelievable.
That did almost seem like a rocket. The way that thing dispersed into bits and pieces and started to fall down to the ground had to be right, because no one reported finding alien spacecraft parts crash landing in freaking Fort Lauderdale. So, but at the same time, that seems a bit dangerous. All those different pieces falling down to the ground could land on somebody, could hit somebody, could damage property.
I did it a little bit ago, and I thought it was just a plane coming through the clouds, and now I don't know what it is.
Hey, what the shit is that?
What the heck's that?
I just tried to tell you about it.
That's interesting. It's a planet. No.
Hey, that's fucking...
No, because it was just flying like lightly behind the thing, the cloud.
What is that?
It's putting on a perfect spiral around it.
Yeah, it's got a swirl around it. It's spiral.
I don't know if you guys could see it, but now I'm seeing the little particles of metallic or bright lights or something that he was proclaiming that was floating or flying around it. I'm seeing that now. That's really fascinating, because how, what, why are there these little particles that are flying alongside this thing, unless there's some bits and pieces that are breaking off of it that are doing that? Like, what in the world could that be? If so much of this stuff is SpaceX or our government that's sending these rockets and ships and whatever it is up into the sky, for one, things don't look anything like how they used to that's going up into the sky. It used to just be some smoke and some flames coming out the back, but these things now, the swirls and stuff that they're creating in the sky that looks unreal. Like, I feel like if this is their doing, they every time they launch anything into space, they need to come out and be like, hey, look, we're doing this. So, and this is what it looks like when we do it. Don't be alarmed. So then that way we won't be out here making these assumptions that these things are aliens. UFO dives into ocean in Newport.
That's a fucking video. Aliens.
It's an orb. I got an orb on video right now. A fucking orb.
What the fuck?
Unedited. Oh my god.
What the
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's on the surface of the water. It's on the surface of the water. It's just skimming across the water right now.
That's cool looking.
It's not above the water. It's on.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy. Man. What better place on Earth for an alien to hide than in our waters, somewhere where we haven't even skimmed the surface of explorations. Peep this UFO sighting from 2010 in China. We see some lights in the sky. This thing right here is beaming down some serious lights. You don't think this thing might beam somebody up into them lights with how bright them things are shining. Man, I wish we had some more information behind this clip. Alleged UAP sighting in England. Are we sure that's not just a light tower? A UAP sighting in Inglewood, Florida. I didn't even know Florida had an Inglewood. But look at that thing. It's definitely moving. And it looked more like those stars than anything. Definitely doesn't like a plane, drone, or helicopter. What in the world could this be? Can you get any closer, my guy? I would really appreciate it. I could be wrong, but whatever it is, it appears to have a solid light source that is the size of the aircraft itself. Central Valley, California. Oh, this was last year. It appears to be over this crop. Is it gonna make a crop circle? Come on, come on, there we go. There it is. What in the world is that? Very odd shaped object. March 21st of 2025, Phoenix, Arizona. These could be drones, but if they are a fleet of drones, these things are massive in size. And one appears to be blinking. The light appears to be blinking on and off. But allegedly, even though I haven't seen any with my own two eyes, even on video, allegedly there are drones out there the size of SUVs. And I would think if these things are drones, that they would definitely have to be the size of at least a full-size sedan. You know, I was recently flying across the country, and I kept peering out the window, hoping I would see something in the sky. Unfortunately, I didn't. But this person here done captured something in Kansas, United States, March 23rd, the same day it looks like as the previous video, or the day before. But what in the world is this flying in the sky at the same height as the airplane, but emitting a black smoke trail from behind that's larger than the aircraft itself? I've never seen planes emit black chemtrails or smoke trails of any sort. This is 100% a UAP or UFO, simply because of the fact that we cannot identify what it is that we see flying here. Now, do I believe for it to be extraterrestrial in nature? Probably not, because according to my knowledge, UFOs, UAPs of extraterrestrial origin don't emit chemicals or fumes in our atmosphere when they're moving about. That is it. That is all I have for you guys for today. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.